Oh, I didn't see you there. I believe one of the best tools a designer can have is just really good inspiration. That can come from the internet, but I believe you can't beat a good book. So, if you're here to start your own design library, or maybe just pick up a book for a fellow type nerd, here are the 5 books I believe every designer should own. We're starting this list off strong with Josef Müller-Brockmann's Grid Systems. Young designers often feel that using a grid is too restrictive. I know I felt that way until I read through Grid Systems, where Müller-Brockmann shows how creating the perfect grid can actually be freeing and a creative practice. This is not a trendy book. In fact, it's over 40 years old. Nonetheless, it is foundational and should be one of the first design books every designer owns. Next up is a book to help those preparing to enter the graphic design industry. How to be a graphic designer without losing your soul. This book doesn't focus on the designing part of being a designer, but on everything else that comes with the job, including freelancing, starting an agency, hiring designers, working with clients, and so much more. Although the book is a little older now, it still contains valuable insights, and I believe you are smart enough to know when it talks about putting work on a CD, you should probably be using an online service to send those files. For book number 3, we're looking at Chutzpah, the California-based studio run by Amy and Jen Hood. Their book, Freelance and Business and Stuff, A Guide for Creatives, offers a modern take on business and covers specifics such as contracts and working with clients. The book strikes a balance between personality and practical information, making it useful for those seeking extra income through freelance work and those already working as full-time freelancers. Next, I recommend picking up a book from your favorite designer. If you don't have a favorite designer, or you don't even know where to start looking for their books, here's a couple that I recommend. Jon Contino's Brand by Hand, Blisters, Calluses, and Clients, A Life in Design, is a huge collection of his work that focuses on the hand-drawn quality he is so well known for. And Tad Carpenter's Sunday Suns contains a collection of 200 suns made in a multitude of materials from his weekly series. The last book you should pick up is a book about a topic you love. For me, the music industry got me into graphic design. Specifically, a record label called Solid State. An invisible creature made a lot of that work. Their book, Face the Music 20 Years of Album Art, not only takes me on a nostalgic walk down memory lane, but also serves as an inspiration for my future work. As someone who also ran a clothing brand, Threads Not Dead by Jeff Finley was another great resource for me. Lastly, I recommend Parks, which is published by Standards Manual. It's a collection of national park ephemera scans, which I find endlessly interesting. Well, those are the 8 books I recommend every designer pick up. If there's a book that you think designers should own but I didn't mention, leave a comment in the description so myself and others can find it. If you want one of the books that I mentioned, look in the description for links. We would love to continue this conversation in more detail, so head on over to mof1.network and join us over on our Slack community. Thanks so much for watching!